Okay, good afternoon. So I'm Soman from Nederveen, first author, and the other author is Ranjith Soman. I'm a lecturer, senior lecturer at TU Delft, and I'm around for quite a long time, I must say. So I'm one of the yet another old lecturer, I can say. So to illustrate this. Jacob Bates yesterday told about a project in which Robert Amer was active in the 90s, the Combine project, and I was part of that project as well. Anyway, Ranjith is a lot younger, probably some of you know him. What I'm going to do is, I've been active in lecturing on, BIM and information systems for about 20 years, and over the years we have every year tried to improve things and learned about experiences and so on. And I would like to present where we are now and what our experiences are. First about the context. So it's about a course or a number of courses actually. As part of a master construction management and engineering. It's an interfaculty master program at TU Delft. We have about 90 students per year, and actually most students who enroll for this program want to become project manager in infrastructure and building projects. At least as staff, we agree that information management, and also we heard from practice, is really important for building and for building an infrastructure project. The final conclusion is we need to have information management and information skills in our study program. So that's where it starts. And then how do we do that? What is the starting point? Actually this picture more or less shows the starting point. So what we see, especially in large projects, that there are many tools used. I think we've been hearing about hundreds or thousands of software tools that are used in construction projects. And these are a few. They're all somehow interacting with each other. And as a future project management, you should have some idea of what's going on here and how this can work for you or work against you. So that is kind of the starting point. Then as an education approach, we use a so-called open design learning approach. And you will not know this acronym, but it has elements of problem-based learning, challenge-based learning, and of, the constructivistic education approach. So it's open in a way that we don't prescribe in detail what students should deliver. It is design-oriented, so we support students to create something, to develop something, to solve something, and not just analyze and copy things. And then it's about learning, and learning, in our case, it is about the way we let them learn is by applying a number of concepts to a self-chosen project of interest. I will explain using the next slide. So what we have is the course is about, in total it's about 10 weeks, but we have 7 weeks of lectures and workshops, and every week we introduce one concept, and these are the 7 concepts. So it starts with 3D BIM and interoperability, and in the end we have concepts like the future of digital construction, and also a concept about digital transformation. So what happens if you want to introduce BIM in a project, or what happens if you have a project and you need to have, agreements about how to use BIM and what are different roles, and then BIM execution plan comes into focus, and so on. So we let them work through all these concepts every week, using their own project. So they have to choose their own project of interest, which could be a building project or an infrastructure project. Not too big, not too small. We have some criteria on that. And then on the right-hand side, of course, you see the two, I guess, most of you know these books. And I'm not sure if everybody uses these books, but we really use these books, well, at least the first chapters, because if you do the whole book, then you cannot do this in one introductory course. But we are very happy with these books, and we use that for the course. Right. A few words about assessment. So every week we try to give feedback to what the students are doing with the different concepts. At the end of the course, we ask students to submit a so-called ODL response. So it can be a report, but it can also be something else. It could be a video or a website or whatever they want. That's the open concept. And we hope to see in this ODL response that they have understood and reworked the concepts for their project of interest. Next to that, we have a number of courses that they can go on with after this course from different colleagues, highlighting different topics. When they've finished the courses, then they can do the graduation project. And here are two examples from nice graduation projects where you see elements of our course applied in a larger project. This is a project by Marco van der Zwaag, and Tom was also in the committee, so she recognizes this. It was a project about evaluating building circularity in the early design phase. So he made sort of a system or a tool that you could use in the early design phase to assess the circularity potential of a design. And the other project is a project by Stella, and she's not here, but she is around here somewhere, because she's now doing a PhD and getting introduced in the research community. She did a project on integrated digital twins in prefabricated construction supply chain coordination. And our PhD project is more or less an elaboration of this, but of course bigger. Then to the concluding remarks. First of all, there is some kind of introductory course needed for this master study who educates future project managers. Over the years we think we have sort of a formula that works, but there are limitations as well. They're summed up here. Well, skills take time, so we don't have a lot of time. We cannot learn them all the ins and outs of Revit, or for example. But maybe more remarkable, conceptual aspects and awareness also take quite a lot of time. For example, we have been experimenting with letting the students work with UML. And we found out that really takes time. You cannot do that in 1 or 2 weeks. After 1 or 2 weeks, students are not able to make a proper class diagram, which is sort of the most elementary part of UML. It's just, you need a lot of time for that. And then About the future, well, what we expect, of course, is that digital construction will not go away. It will evolve further. We will have new developments. Well, you all know them, AI, machine learning, digital twins, and so on. So the course will also need to adapt to these new developments. Yeah, and that's actually the final sentence. So thank you for your attention.